Hi everyone, welcome to Nareen's Life with MS. I am Nareen, and today I did want to mention quite a few things that have happened. First of all, it is day 8 of Travel Diaries, which means that we have spent over a week in the United States, and just as a change of scenery from, um, you know, cold New York. We have pretty much traveled all the way down to the southern part of the United States, all the way to Texas. And the first thing I do want to say about Texas is that the weather is a lot more palatable over here, especially considering, where I am, where I live. Um, and and also on leaving the airport we actually saw the sun, which was something that we hadn't seen for the past few days, just because New York did have that weather, as well as very tall buildings that kind of hid the sun away from us on the street. But with that being said, I think one thing that did end up happening was, um, you know, me at least being able to be a little more comfortable with wearing, shorts, um, which I wasn't able to do in New York. But apart from this, today I did want to talk about something that I did want to get your opinion on, and that is, um, how do you make sure that your rest is as, you know, as complete as possible? I mean, I know that yesterday, or at least earlier today, we were talking, I didn't talk about rest, and I did mention, having a rest day. And as a result, yesterday's video was posted earlier this morning. But apart from that, um, what how would you categorize rest that is complete? Because usually one thing that I know is when I travel, um, I can maybe sleep 16, 17 hours a day and I still don't feel fully rested. And I think it's maybe a little bit of missing, my own bed, missing, a lot of things, a lot of comforts that, sometimes we do take for granted. So do share certain things that, do end up completing your rest, right? A lot of times it's not only about where you're sleeping, how much you're sleeping, or the quality of your sleep, but also maybe the food you're having, um, the transportation you're using, the um, you know the overall weather of the location. And that is something that as an MS patient I've always been a little um, wary of, and a little careful in pretty much deciding what is generally a more positive experience versus what might um, be pseudo positive, looking positive but maybe might not actually deal as much benefit to me as possible. And so that is one thing that I did want to share. Another thing that I did want to share was, the fact that I think in Texas, especially, there is definitely a lot more space in this house. And I think that just goes to show like the difference between the geographies. And not only that, but there might actually be a little more scope of doing a little more of working out than just doing chair squats, because there was a limited amount of room, and even if there were places that where I could have exercised, um, it was generally in a more cluttered area. So I almost felt a little scared of doing anything that involved um, any sort of large movement, because something or the other would have gotten disturbed. So that is one thing that I do want to also share, and that um, you know that is also something that I will keep a check on and let you know, keep you updated. But with that being said, yes, I am in Texas now, and like they do say, everything is bigger in Texas. Case in point, the house that I'm staying in right now. So, yeah, let's hope that, you know, this does mean also a big sleep, and hopefully a very, uh, a very nice time over here. So with that said, thank you so much, and do give your insights and do provide your inputs so that we can have a nice lively conversation in the comment section. So thanks so much everyone, and you have a great Tuesday.